Right. I'm just making a cigarette and talking to you so I don't lose my, patience. But now, sometimes, trying to make a cigarette real quick, and because I know as soon as I open this door, it's going to be more, more bullshit. But see, I was under the impression I was going to have to fight the infected, and I may still. They didn't just give me a rifle for no reason. But let's see here. Yep, I got 3, 1, 4, and an extra med pack and a brick. And as far as I know, I'm full health. So I actually came out of this battle with flying colors. Yeah, that's what I was doing, making myself a cigarette and taking a break because I saved the replay. Oh look, another bullet. Nice. Now I got 4. I don't know how I stepped over that because I checked those bodies last time. Too bad there's no scope on the rifle, but I'm gonna double check bodies since that guy, a bullet got passed over. That's one thing we can't afford to pass up here. And then, so what I did was I let the infected, I let those guys deal with the infected, and then I killed them. So if you ever play on extreme mode, I would suggest when you get to this part and the infected come up, yeah, let these guys deal with the infected, and then after the infected deal with them, whoever's left, yeah, and don't let them shoot you. Double check and make sure. Because I don't know what, like the infected might have killed him. Really, dude? God damn it. Oh, so much for that cigarette. Guess I'll make a new one. The the cat literally just broke the cigarette in half, and then the part of the cigarette that was hot, burning the cherry, he broke the whole cigarette in half, and that part burning went down inside the chair. So then I'm trying to, yeah. So then I'm trying to reach down inside, you know, trying to get this crap out, so my chair doesn't. But yeah, I don't see anything. Let's double check this guy. Nothing.
Better be alive, Joel. Barricade the door! This way. Ellie! What about our backpacks? Fuck the backpacks! Oh, shit!
I remember this part, or sorta.
Here. All right, lift. Find something to prop it up with. I'll hold it. Hurry! Okay, go. We got it. Let's move. Through here.
Oh yeah, I remember this part.
Ellie, you with me? Yeah, I'm right behind you. Keep running.
What?
Stay back! Wow. All right. Come on. Up the stairs. The scaffolding, that's our way out. Infected! Oh, they're behind us, too! This way! Go, 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 go! They're getting closer! Jeez, follow me! Ellie! I'm good, just keep going! There's an open window! Come on! We're almost out!
Where did she go? Now I actually lost her. Oh. Yeah, I'm up here, but where? Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to climb, because it didn't say climb.
We're almost out!
Yeah, it didn't say nothing. I mean, I see it now. Yeah, see, now I've seen her go up it.
Reach up, I got you. Hold on, give me your hand! Ellie!
All that climbing just to fall back down.
Quickly! I think it's clear. Ellie. Ellie, your arm.
I got a cast iron cunt. I can't get infected.
No. Don't worry. I've done this before. I'm kind of an expert. Ish.
No. All tobacco. Trying to replace that cigarette that the cat broke.
Stay calm.
What, The Last of Us?
Some more stuff over there you can break.
Don't think so. I think Neil Druckmann learned his lesson after fucking up part 2.
What are we gonna do?
The way I see it, we got 2 options. Option 1, we take the easy way out. It's quick and painless. I'm not a fan of option 1. 2, we fight.
Fight for what? We're gonna turn into one of those things.
There are a million ways we should have died before today. And a million ways we can die before tomorrow. But we fight for every second we get to spend with each other. Whether it's 2 minutes or 2 days, we don't give that up. I don't want to give that up. My vote? Let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together.
What's option 3?
Sorry. Come on. Let's get out of here.
I think so. And that's why the last part was so hard, because it was the last part. They actually did a great job with all the music for the whole game and the DLC. Trying to see if there's a way to skip this. But another game that had great music and interactive was Days Gone. Days Gone. Oh, see, don't go forever trophy earned. Or don't go forever. Don't go hard. So 2 more cha-ching trophies for me. And there's no other mode left for me to do on that. I already did that. I don't think it's grounded on Last of Us. Yes, I did that, but we'll find out in a second, because I think that's what I just did. What do you mean continue back in a flash? I thought I already finished it. Why is it saying continue? Alright, let me go to continue and see what it says. I don't know.
What? Fireflies?
Get down!
Oh! Who the fuck are these guys? Stay the fuck back! Joel. Put your arm around me. Come on. I think we're safe. Joel? Joel? Shit. Joel, here. Oh. Get up, get up, get up. You gotta tell me what to do. Come on. You gotta get up. Joel?
I liked it. I like Days Gone too, but it's still not as good as The Last of
What
Us.
the hell? I thought I was bitten.
I know. It was kind of awesome. You're not gonna kill me, are you?
Nobody knows that.
I haven't seen you, and I don't even know how long.
45 days. Well, 46, technically. Wanna know what I've been up to?
All this time, I thought you were dead.
Yeah. Here. Look.
What can I say? I'm influential.
No way.
Still no roommate? I had to sleep under Liz for 3 years, and you know how bad that girl smelled.
You're a firefly.
You still have it up. What are you doing?
I'm making sure I don't get caught with a firefly in my room.
Relax. There are no soldiers on the entire floor.
Here, congrats.
Hey. Are we cool?
Are we cool?
I disappeared and you're mad. And I owe you an explanation. Let's get out of here and I'll tell you all about it.
It's almost morning, and I have military drills. You know, where we learn how to kill fireflies.
Put some pants on and let's go.
So dumb.
Oh, come on. When have we ever gotten into trouble?
Shit. Come on, give me something. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'll put you on your side. Jesus.
So all they did was take me back to start the game all over. Which makes no sense because I don't need to do it again.
I totally got this. Alright, now where the fuck do I go?
I want to check and see what it... Yeah, so you finish Left Behind on hard. And it didn't give me an option, you know, to... Let me see here. It doesn't give me an option to... Yeah, see? There's Grounded. Come on, stop doing that. I guess I could play it on grounded. I don't know. Not right now, but I mean, can you imagine how much harder it's gonna be? Because I already just did it on there. Let's see. I'm just kind of, I don't know, indecisive if I want to do this again because I did it on normal, then I did it on hard. But as much as I love this game, I probably, why does it do that? Alright, let's see. As much as I love this game, I'll probably will do it on grounded. But I probably won't do it till tomorrow. I needed to look and see like what trophies I'm missing. Let's see if they show picked clean. What's that? Picked clean. All left behind collections. Let's see. I don't know. Damn it. But like I said, you can't get like a platinum for The Last of Us without getting that one trophy. I'm trying to see. I don't know. I don't like the way they do. It says 29% progress, 19 of 50 trophies earned. And they don't, I can't just go and see. Okay, I can't. all optional conversations, whatever that means. Training, yeah, yeah. Well, it's like, well, I could have swore I had like all these trophies, but apparently not so much. Because I don't even have collect all comics. I already knew, let's see if it shows how many I have. Yeah, see, it doesn't even let me, like, start, like, okay, yeah. Okay, because, see, I've got, like, a start tracking, and I can track the trophies, and I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I thought that I was already on grounded mode on there. And I just can't imagine trying to do that last part on grounded because you know, hard was way higher than, above the average player. So I can only imagine what grounded's going to be like. But but I'm going to do it. If there's only one game in the world that I'll play again and again and again, it's The Last of Us. The other games, nah, I wouldn't. I don't do that. Days Gone, I'm gonna play that again. That game is, I like that game. Boing. What? Days Gone? Of course, I beat it. Uh, well, that's the thing about the game I didn't like. It was too predictable. I I already I already knew his wife was still gonna be alive. Oh yeah. Well, unless you got some handicap company to make you something, yeah. Because one hand is the clutch and the other hand is the brake, the front brake. I mean, so technically, if they rerouted the clutch to his good hand, he could still ride a motorcycle with one arm and only use the rear brake. Because the rear brake is controlled by your foot, your left foot. Mm-hmm. And your right foot is one down, five up to shift. I know how to ride one. I've owned one, but I've never had a license. But I rode. I know it is. That's why I never got one. My dad forced me to go to this school with him, and because he forced me to go with him, I refused to do anything right, so I didn't get my license, and then, because I didn't care, back then I was, younger kid. Well, years later, I'm like, God damn it, I wish I would have got my license. Because I bought a bike and then I rode it for like a year and then I sold it. Because I got that bike like, I don't know, sometime after the divorce. Because I got the bike and I also had a 66 Mustang, and the ex-wife thought that she was going to get the bike and the Mustang, and she wound up with neither. Oh yeah, she even asked in court, she asked the judge right in front of me and the lawyers, well, what about the car? You know, because I want the car. And I looked at her and I'm like, I started laughing. I'm like, what car? The Mustang. You owe it to me. And I'm like, I don't know you shit, bitch. And and, and the judge is like, hey, hey, hey. Oh yeah, no, she. Well, here's the thing. I bought the motorcycle and I bought the car. Like long after we were already separated, and I had gotten a different job because I was working at the pawn shop with her, when I was with her. And then about, I don't know, 6 months after she was gone, or 7 months, something like that, I started working for Valvoline. And I started making, like a lot of money. And that's when I bought that car, I bought that motorcycle, and all kinds. At the time I was on top of the world. And, she thought, oh, she was going to get a taste of the good life. And I told the judge, I was like, well, I was like, look, because the judge asked me about the car, and so did the lawyer, and he called the lawyer up to the desk, to the bench, and I'm like, well, I called my lawyer up to the bench, and I'm like, well, here's the story on the car, sir. She ain't getting it. And he's like, well, you're going to have to be a little more specific than that as to why. And I said, and I started whipping out receipts, and my lawyer opened up his folder and laid it on the judge's bench. And the judge is like, well, give me, just a few minutes here, to, review this. He's like, go ahead and have a seat. And so the judge is like, well, we're going to take a 5-minute recess. And so we took like a 5-minute recess, and the bailiff started calling us all back in the courtroom, and the judge called me and her up to the bench, and he looked at her and he said, I can't give you the car. He's like, it's legally his. It was purchased from a new job, which is a completely separate money than the money that you two might have had when you were together. And he said, there's nothing I can do about the car. He said there's nothing I can do about the bike. And he turned the folder around so that she could see it. And he said all these receipts were dated for well after, the divorce was even filed. And he said, all this money, came from his new job. And he started showing, paycheck stubs and dates. And he's like, I can't do anything. Well, she didn't even try to get, I guess it's called alimony, however, whatever that works. Yeah, she got mad because she couldn't get the car or the bike. So she didn't, basically all she got was child support, $75 every 2 weeks. That's it. And a divorce. And then, well, I almost had her arrested because my motorcycle bike, I was friends with her family, and I had my bike stored out at her dad's in his barn for the winter. Well, she, I guess, broke up with one boyfriend or whoever she was flinging that ass around with, and she had to move back into her dad's because she had nowhere to go. Because she called me and I said, you ain't coming to my house. And so months later, I go out when it was springtime. I go out there, and me and my big friend John, we're heading over there, and we see somebody go running across the field to the house. And John's like, what the hell is that? And I said, I don't know. And so we get into the barn, and there's a toolbox, tools all over the ground. Parts of the bike have been taken apart. The guy, yeah, the it was her new boyfriend, and yeah, she was pretty much trying to steal the bike from me, and that was her boyfriend that ran across the field into the house and locked the door. And so yeah, we start looking at it, and the carburetor had gotten clogged up because I guess some mice got up in there and made a nest. And the kid tried to start. He was a kid. I wasn't. Her new boyfriend was only like, I'd say 18, maybe 20. And at the time I was like 38. And, but this dude, I guess he knew the carburetors were clogged up and he was disassembling it to try to fix it. But with all that, she came out there and she's like, what are you doing here? And I said, I'm picking up my bike. She's like, well, you're not supposed to, you shouldn't be here. And I said, well, I was like, I'm still friends with your family. I said, and I was like, your dad let me store the bike here for the winter. And, because I said the bike was already here, and he said that I could just leave it here for the winter, and I did. And she, and I said, we're here to take the bike. And she's like, take the bike? She's like, she's like, the bike's mine. You should just give me the bike. And John started laughing at her, and I said, I ain't giving you nothing. And she's like, well, my boyfriend, wants it. And I told him he could have it. And I said, well, you can't give something away that ain't yours. And I told her, I was like, you got about 10 grand, you can have it. And she's like, you better give me that fucking title. And I said, I was like, I ain't giving you shit. And she's like, well, you better get it the fuck out of here, 'cause if you come back, it won't be here. And I said, we're taking it right now. And John, oh my God, John is like Incredible Hulk. He picked the entire motorcycle up by himself and put it in the back of the truck. And this ain't no little bike, it's a big bike. We couldn't find no boards or anything to make a ramp. And John's like, I got it. And I was like, even with two of us, John, I was like, I don't, I was like, I'm strong, but I ain't that strong. And he's like, I'll get it. And we rolled the bike all the way down the dirt driveway to the truck. And sure enough, he fucking picked this entire bike up and put it in the back of the truck by himself. Yeah, he's not somebody you'd ever want to get punched in the face from, because he'd probably just kill you. I mean, his arms are probably at least 12 to 13 inches around. I mean, yeah, oh no, I mean, he was a nice guy, but he had an major alcohol problem. Basically, think of him kind of like a pissed off Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, that's how big this dude was. His arms, his chest, I mean, he could just look at you and you were intimidated. He's not, yeah, he wasn't somebody that you'd go running up to and be like, hey, I'm gonna fuck you up. 'Cause he'd just laugh at you and flick you off like a fly. Well, and here I thought I accomplished something great with Left Behind. Now I gotta do it all over again. Well, because I thought that I had it on Grounded before, but so I can only imagine how much less ammo and how much more I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be horrific, because that last part it's no joke. And I mean, I could barely do it on hard. Matter of fact, I meant to save the gameplay and didn't. Well, and I was hoping that I was going to be, done, and I was going to move on to, one of my other games, but apparently that's not the case. Apparently I'm going to have to go back through this, which means another 3, 4, 5 days, depending on how much I get stuck. well. Uh, yeah, see, all the rest of these are a decent size. I'm looking at the Hawk. I'm looking at the Hawk episodes, and all the rest of them are right, give or take, right around where I wanted them to be. 400, 500, 900, but I don't know. And this motherfucker is 5 seasons. I mean, I'm only doing season 1 right now. But so one of the things that Sony enabled today on PS5 is the 3D audio. It takes your speakers that you have, like your stereo and your TV, and you use the controller to calibrate it, and it turns all your audio into 3D. But I'm so used to having my headset. About a year ago or so, year and a half ago, once I started playing games with my wireless headset, like I don't play any game now without a headset because the 3D audio that I get through the headset is just ridiculous. I mean, it's like I can hear people like walking behind me. And it's mind-boggling how it works because you have this headset on. And you have this headset, you got a speaker on your left ear. And you got a speaker on your right. And you're trying to think mentally, how does this work? Because you've got a speaker on the left and a speaker on the right. How the hell am I getting sounds from behind me or in front of me? But but I'm telling you that, yeah, the headset, it changes the game. Just like in Dead by Daylight, I can literally hear other survivors breathing and footsteps. I can hear Michael breathing from like a quarter map away. I can hear Ghostface when he's crouched. I can hear Pig when she's crouched. I wanted to get that new Pulse headset for the PlayStation, but just never can get the dang money to do it. And then my old headset went out, and then I had to waste money and buy this one. Yeah. And I'm still checking every day, but that movie is still not up. The new Candyman is up though. I'm probably not gonna watch it though. I don't know. I don't think the original one was that good. I was in that neighborhood actually when they filmed it at Pergrini Green, which by the which by the way, that one area, Pergrini Green, where they filmed it, that building is a low income nigger housing. Yep. And all it was murderers and drug dealers and gangbangers. Um, they had like a Chicago like mayor, senator or something stay there overnight. And there's shit on the net about it. This is many years ago. And it was so drug infested and so gangbanger and, so many murders every day happened in that building that they actually condemned Pellegrini Green. It was low income housing for the blacks. They actually condemned it and demolished it and tore it to the ground. So the original building where Candyman was filmed, that whole neighborhood is leveled now. It has been for many a years. Cause yeah, I went to school 2 blocks away or less from Pellegrini Green. I used to catch the bus right. Yeah, I used to catch the city transit bus right in front of Pellegrini Green. Of course it does. Yeah. I don't know if they ever built anything back on that property or not, but yeah, I used to stand right in front of Pellegrini Green. I'd sit on the bench waiting for the bus to come, and oh yeah, I used to see all kinds of people getting shot and get their heads actually beat in with a ball bat and blood running across the sidewalk. That was an extreme dangerous place, and you didn't go there alone, and you didn't go there at night. Hmm. Yeah. Nope, but I never was there without some sort of, weapon protection, especially as a teenage kid. Like I said, I went to high school not even less than 2 blocks away. When I got out of school, I walked down the street and caught the bus right there in front of the building. Oh yeah, they've pulled hundreds of thousands of bodies out of that building. Unexplained murders. Oh yeah, I said it was full of everything you could imagine. Like big time, drug dealers, murderers, prostitutes, drug dealers, gangbangers. You name it, it was in that building. And it wasn't one of them situations where, oh, hey, you're a fuckhead. Oh, well, you have a nice day too. Nope, they just put a gun in your face and pull the trigger and you're dead. There wasn't any arguments at that place. I mean, you know, yep. And I went to school with people from there. That's how dangerous my school was. Well, the whole city of Chicago is dangerous. It just depends on where you go and when you go. I remember I went up there, and when I was still married, I went up there for Christmas to visit my mom, and I was in the middle of the city, across the street from where I grew up, and I get out of the car, and yep, there's this chick with a black, like, furry coat on, and she just opens her coat, and she's like $50. She has nothing on under the coat. Yeah, that's Chicago. And now let's not forget. I said Christmas. I mean, it must have been 5 or 10 below zero outside, and all she had was the coat. That's it. Yeah, most of them girls, they don't have a home. Their home is whoever wants to give them $50 for a good time, and 15 minutes later, they're homeless again. And they don't use the money for hotel rooms, they use the money to buy more drugs, which is probably why they're homeless in the first place. Now I'm gonna copy this first Incredible Hulk over to my hard drive in a few minutes and see what it looks like on my TV, because I still have four more seasons that have to get done. Mm. Yeah. I don't know. I say I never watched much of that anime stuff. I always kind of stuck to the normal cartoons. Yeah. Mhm. I said I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Looked at it yesterday. Yeah. Yeah. It's that all night long Scarlet Nexus. I don't know. I read, but I don't read that damn much. Uh, Books are just boring in general. Hmm. I read about one book a year. I have a whole shelf of them over here, but yeah, I only read about one a year. Yeah, pretty much. If I was gonna read every day or something, it would probably just be comic books, because that's the only entertaining thing to read. Yeah. Alright. Now that's done, so I'm gonna lower that. That's what she said. Alright, let's see. Now, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I know I got a couple pieces of pizza left. Probably heat those up. I don't know. I might get on Dead by Daylight, but I don't think I'll probably stay on there long. I don't know. Uh, um, well then. Hmm. I don't know. I think You've been on that game way longer than I think I'd ever spend time on a game. That game, I don't know. I don't mind spending, let's see, 1977, okay. I don't mind spending time on a game that, like Days Gone or Last of Us or something, but